Happy New Year to all of you. Deacon Nathan taught me Mandarin to say how to say Happy New Year, the year of the dragon, but it's too long I can't remember. Again, welcome. I know that some of you not far from here, schools of Sisters of Notre Dame, I don't know how many of you first time in our seminary. I hope not. Well, you first time, or you can come again. We have a beautiful facility, and of course we have the rector always provide free food for those who come. As I introduced in the beginning of Mass, in our house, we have some people who really celebrate the Lunar New Year. Christina Rajardo up there, myself and Vietnamese brothers here. We have Deacon David who came back, and Deacon Nathan, and also Alec, who is also the Korean descent. Today in the readings, we begin with something so familiar, God, Creator. We begin with time. In the beginning, there's God. What a beautiful way to begin our year as we focus on God, the Creator, God of time. But the timeless God becomes timely God as a God incarnated and dwelt among human beings. First, let me say something about the cultural event before I reflect on the theological application in our lives today. Lunar New Year, in Vietnamese we call Tết, is a time to thank the Creator for what we have received, and to thank one another for being together here on earth. It is the most important holiday in our culture, Vietnamese, Chinese, Korean, Indonesian, Malaysian, etc. And at least, nowadays, long time ago, at least there's 10 official days that people stop working and enjoy life because they believe the joy of today, the Lunar New Year day, can bring the good fortune during the coming year. They radiate the cheerful air with the ready smiles and laughter, and people exchange warm greeting with best wishes. Along with that, some we call innocent, harmless superstition make this day more mysterious but exciting. For example, the first visitor come to your house is believed to foreshadow what the coming year will bring. Therefore, people in mourning or those who have had bad luck should not visit you tomorrow morning. Don't allow another seminarian to come in if he's not that good. Because it will foreshadow the whole year. At the same time, because of that superstition, some people deliberately invite some people whom they know can bring luck for them. But more than that, Lunar New Year is a time for family gathering, including the dead. There's no reason for you to be away from home on these days. And at midnight on the transition, you will hear a lot of firecrackers, which you will hear soon. It set off to chase away the evil spirit, to chase away the old one, but also to welcome the new one. Then come to the most exciting part for kids, the red envelope, which you see it everywhere now we decorate. It contained a little money in it, but it's given during these days as a sign of friendship, good luck, blessing, and very often the head of the household give to his or her children, grandchildren. But most importantly, the Lunar New Year is a time for spiritual renewal. There's no better time for reconciliation than these days. Because of the spirit of the Lunar New Year makes it easier to ask for forgiveness when people visit each other and extend their best wishes with utmost sincerity. But here, maybe the first time St. Mary Seminary University, we invite a lot of Vietnamese around here just to come to know that we exist. And we have been here for 200 years. Also young people, we want you to know, young boy, if you think about vocation, then probably contact the diocese and this is a place for you. And for us seminarians here in the seminary, we ask the question, why do we celebrate these days in this community? Because we are a community of many cultures and we are enriched by the diversity that is ours. In fact, we celebrate something deeper than that. We celebrate the nature of our triune God, who is in communion with one another, and in a more tangible way that we celebrate the incarnation of our God, Jesus Christ. We heard the gospel proclaimed in the sacred language today, Chinese. God did not come. God became. The gospel said it clearly. God became so much a part of the specific human context that many found it's impossible to believe that he had to come from somewhere else. In other words, in his life, Jesus was accused of many things, but never being a foreigner, come from another planet. He became so much a part of human family. And that pause somehow make us think as of the community of diverse cultures. This challenges us. How much can we really become? How can we, in this seminary, make the incarnation of the become a permanent reality? In other words, cultural diversity, it is a blessing or a curse. And we, only those who live here in St. Mary's University and Seminary can answer that question. Today, we celebrate the beginning of time. We recall the past. We appreciate the present, and we look forward to the future. And in Vietnamese, which is on Sunday now, I will come to your parish that soon. There's only one Vietnamese parish in this archdiocese. So this Sunday I will come and celebrate the New Year with the community there. And for the Vietnamese, we don't do it for one day. We divide it into 3 days. So we come to God. Second day, we come to our ancestors, especially those who are no longer with us. And the third, with friends and others. A lot of meanings in these days. But for seminarians and priests in the house, today we are celebrating our nature. We are what we become. May the spirit of the new year encourage us to reach out to others and make this community, and not only this community, but the universal church, this society, truly incarnational beings. And if the church exists to proclaim the good news to all people, then enculturation is no longer an option, but a necessity. And with that, we have a reason, many reasons, very important reason to celebrate the Lunar New Year. Not only this year, but I hope that many more years we will come and we will invite you to come back. And of course, your donation for the seminary always accepted, remember that. But we celebrate our nature, make sure diversity is a blessing. Amen.